So I think one of the greatest things about working at the immersion program is seeing guys come in with this like hopeless state that we've all kind of felt, seeing them go from the initial stages of like, you know, withdrawal management detox at primary, and then coming over with not a whole lot going on in their lives, right? They've been to treatment several times, they've tried all kinds of different therapeutic approaches or whatever, and they've never really sat down and done the work and put forth that effort. And to see them go from, you know, just like not really sure of themselves to like starting to build those foundations and get involved, being a community member, building friendships outside of treatment, building friendships in treatment, and that brotherhood component that we all kind of want when we come in the door and don't have, and seeing them develop into like an actual person who's out there involved in the community, working, going to school, they have friendships, they're starting to look at, you know, what they want to do with the rest of their lives. To see them go from like, I'm not gonna make it, to having like some goals and some strive and some of that stuff is really like what I do it for, I think, at the end of the day.
Yeah, you know, I like that I get to see them every day, and I get to see that gradual change in them before they even see it. And here we call it seeing the light come back on in their eyes, right? You know what I'm talking about. Yeah, like, you know, a guy comes in and he seems so hopeless and like down in the dumps, and, you know, next thing you know, they're a part of the community and they're joking around, and like, you know, we like to walk through the houses every day and kind of just like mess around with them and do all that sort of stuff, and you get to see them just become like a community member, and that's really cool. And then whenever they graduate and their families are here, and like to see them interact with their families and be so like happy, and it's just like the best feeling, you know. And then of course when they like come back after they've graduated, that's like my personal favorite. Or whether they work here or they just come here to sponsor guys, or they just come here to hang out, you know, to see that it worked and they figured out something to like sustain long term is just the best.
I think like maybe to reword it, like when they become like that authentic version of themselves again,
Right.
and they find that and who they are, or something about themselves that they didn't know before.